Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Paper number 12, that is Environmental Management, Module 11, EIA Notification 2006 Amendments. Dear students, in the previous two modules, module number 9 and 10, we have discussed the EIA Notification 2006. But this EIA notification has come a long way in the last around 12 to 13 years, and there are many amendments. So, in this module we will discuss the amendments, and the contents of the module are introduction, prescribing qualifications or eligibility criteria with respect to chairman and member EAC, post environmental clearance monitoring, amendments in procedure for scoping, introduction of new category B2 in schedule, and formation of district environment impact assessment and district environment appraisal committee, scheme of accreditation of EIA consultants, product mix pet coke in existing projects, integration of environmental conditions with building permissions, amendments in schedule, etc. So, introducing with this module, as we know, in succession to EIA notification 1994, a new notification 2006 was published in the Gazette of India on 14 September 2006 and implemented prospectively. A timeline of 24 months was given for clearance of projects which were already at various stages and submitted pre-EIA notification 2006. The new notification was totally a reform to the previous notification. The notification included 12 main paragraphs and sub-paragraphs under each paragraph. The notification included a schedule having list of projects or activities requiring prior environmental clearance. The various projects were divided into category A and category B depending on the type of project activity. The schedule contains 8 major types of projects or activities, and each project type or activity type is subdivided into many activities. The notification also included appendices from 1 to 6. However, during the last 11 years till December 2017, the notification has come a long way with many number of amendments, substitutions, deletions, additions, etc. During the last 11 years, 26 amendments have been made, changing nearly all structure of the notification. Some of these amendments are very minor and included in only minor insertions, substitutions, deletions, etc. But some of the amendments are very major and added new dimensions to the notification. The number of paragraphs in main EIA notification has increased from 12 to 14. New paragraphs have also been added in many main paragraphs. The list of projects or activities in the schedule has also been amended with new additions and deletions. In schedule, another category of B2 projects have been added up for mining of mineral projects. New appendix has also been added, increasing the appendices from 1 to 6 to appendix 1 to 16. The new appendixes added are Appendix 7, which describes qualification and terms for the experts in district environment impact assessment and district environment assessment committees. Appendix 8, it contains Form 1M, which is application for mining of minor minerals under category B2 for less than and equal to 5 hectares. Appendix 9, it is exemption of certain cases from requirement of environmental clearance. Appendix 10, procedure for preparation of district survey report. Appendix 11, procedure for environmental clearance for mining of minor minerals including cluster. Appendix 12, procedure for monitoring of sand mining or river bed mining. Appendix 13, process for obtaining no increase in pollution load certificate or permission from the State Pollution Control Board. Appendix 14, environmental conditions for building and construction, category 1, projects for 5,000 to less than 20,000 square meters. Appendix 15, accreditation of environmental auditors, qualified building auditors. Then Appendix 16, environmental cell at the level of local authority keeping in view of the large number of amendments, it is not possible to discuss all, but some of the important amendments are discussed in this module. So, discussing the amendment in prescribing qualifications, eligibility, criteria with respect to chairman and member EAC. The first amendment number SO 1737E dated the 11th October 2007 mainly substituted the eligibility criteria given in the appendix 6 for chairman, EAC and other members. As per the amendment, the chairman and other member shall be an expert in one of the specified fields as discussed here with sufficient experience in environmental policy or management. These specified fields are environment quality, experts in measurement, monitoring, analysis and interpretation of data in relation to environmental quality, sectoral project management, experts in project management or management of process or operations or facilities in the relevant sectors, environment impact assessment process, experts in conducting and carrying out environmental impact assessments and preparation of environmental management plans and other management plans, and who have wide expertise and knowledge of predictive techniques and tools used in the EIA procedure, experts in risk assessment, life science, that is floral and faunal management, forestry and wildlife, environmental economics with experience in project appraisal, public administration or management. So, discussing next amendment is regarding post environmental clearance monitoring. The first major amendment in post environmental clearance monitoring came in SO 3067E dated 1st December 2009, when in respect of category A projects, it was made mandatory for the project proponent to make public the environmental clearance granted for project along with the environmental conditions and safeguards at their cost by prominently advertising it at least in 2 local newspapers of the district or state where the project is located. In addition, this shall also be displayed in the project proponent's website permanently. Further, in respect of category B projects, irrespective of its clearance by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change or SEA, the project proponent shall prominently advertise in the newspapers indicating that the project has been accorded environment clearance and the details of MOEF website where it is displayed. The Ministry of Environment and Forests and state or union territory level environment impact assessment authorities, that is SEA, as the case may be, shall also place the environmental clearance in the public domain on the government portal. The copies of the environmental clearance shall be submitted by the project proponent to the heads of local bodies, panchayats and municipal bodies, in addition to the relevant offices of the government, who in turn has to display the same for 30 days from the date of receipt. Next, the amendments in respect of scoping. The amendments in respect of scoping were published vide SO 2896 dated 13th December 2012. Scoping refers to the process to determine detailed and comprehensive terms of reference addressing all relevant environmental concerns for the preparation of an environment impact assessment. Report in respect of the project or activity for which prior environmental clearance is sought. Standard TOR developed by the Ministry in consultation with the sector specific expert appraisal committees shall be the deemed approval TOR for the projects or the activities. As per amendment, the standard terms of reference are displayed on the website of the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. These standard TOR enable the project proponent to commence the preparation of an EIA report after successful online submission and registration of the application. Further, if found necessary for a project, the expert appraisal committee or state expert appraisal committee may finalize amendment within 30 days of the acceptance of application in specified application, Form 1 or Form 1A as the case may be. Project proponent is to carry out the EIA study based on the standard TORs as well as the additional TOR, if any, stipulated by the EAC or SCAC. The amendment has made that some projects do not require scoping. These are: number 1, all projects and activities listed under category B against item 8A of the schedule. Number 2, all national highway and new state highways. Number 3, all highway expansion projects involving expansion of national highways greater than 30 km, involving additional right of the way greater than 20 meter involving land acquisition and passing through more than one state, and expansion of national state highways greater than 30 km involving additional right of way greater than 20 meter involving land acquisition. The above exemptions are on the provision that: number A, the project and the activities referred to in clause 1 shall be appraised on the basis of Form 1 or Form 1A and the conceptual plan. B, the projects referred to in clause 2 shall prepare EIA and EMP report on the basis of standard TOR specified by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Then another amendment came in the way of introduction of new category B2 in schedule and formation of district environment impact assessment and district environment appraisal committee. The most major amendment in the original notification came via SO 141E dated 15th January 2016. A new category of B2 was inserted in the schedule. This category related to the mining of minor minerals in the said schedule. The amendment put the mining of minor minerals up to 5 hectare of mining lease area under the purview of new committees, that is district level environment impact assessment authority and district level expert appraisal committee at district level. The important points of amendments are: number 1, inserting category B2 for mining of minor minerals in the said schedule. Number 2, formation of district environment impact assessment authority for matters falling under category B2 comprising of 4 members including a chairperson and a member secretary. Number 3, formation of district level expert appraisal committee comprising of 11 members including a chairman and a member secretary. The senior most executive engineer, irrigation department in the district of respective state governments or union territory administration shall be the chairperson of the DEAC. Number 5, the assistant director or the deputy director of the Department of Mines and Geology or district mines officer or geologist of the district shall be the member secretary of DEAC in that order. The district magistrate or district collector shall notify an agency to act as secretariat for the DEA and the DEAC and shall provide all financial and logistic support for their statutory functions. Number 7, introduction of Appendix 8, which includes the term and qualification of expert fulfilling the eligibility for DEA and DEAC. Number 8, the B2 category projects pertaining to mining of minor minerals of lease area less than or equal to 5 hectare shall require prior environmental clearance from DEA. The DEA shall base its decision on the recommendations of DEAC as constituted for this notification. 9. Form 1M for mining of minor minerals up to 5 hectare under category B2 projects as given in Appendix 8 before commencing any construction activity or preparation of land or mining at the site by the project proponent. 10. Exemption of cases from environmental clearance have been specified in the Appendix 10. These are: number 1, extraction of ordinary clay or sand manually by the Kumars, that is potter, to prepare earthen pots, lamps, toys, etc. as per their customs. Number 2, extraction of ordinary clay or sand manually by earthen tile makers who prepare earthen tiles. Number 3, removal of sand deposits on agricultural field after flood by farmers. Number 4, customary extraction of sand and ordinary earth from sources situated in Gram Panchayat for personal use or community work in village. Number 5, community works like desilting of village ponds or tanks, constitution of village roads, ponds, bunds, undertaken in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment and Guarantee Schemes, other government sponsored schemes and community efforts. Number 6. Dredging and desilting of dams, reservoirs, barrages, river and canals for purpose of their maintenance, upkeep and disaster management. Traditional occupational work of sand by Banjara and oats in Gujarat, wide notification number GU by 90/16/MCR 2189/68/5 CHH dated 14th February 1990 of the Government of Gujarat. Number 8. Digging of well for irrigation or drinking water. Digging of foundation for buildings not require prior environmental clearance. Excavation or extraordinary earth or clay for plugging of any breach caused in canal, nala, drain, water body, etc. to deal with any disaster or flood-like situation upon orders of district collector or district magistrate. Number 11. Activities declared by the state government under legislations or rules as non-mining activity with concurrence of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. Then the prescribed procedure for preparation of district survey report for sand mining or riverbed mining and mining of other minerals have been described in Appendix 10. Then prescribed procedure for environmental clearance for mining of minor minerals including cluster situation is given in Appendix 11. Prescribed procedure for sand mining or riverbed mining and monitoring is given in Appendix 12. Then next amendment described is scheme of accreditation of EIA consultants. Dear students, this scheme of accreditation of EIA consultants is discussed in detail in the module 34 of this paper. However, in short, the EIA amendment through notification number SO 648 dated 3rd March 2016 introduced in new paragraph number 13 for the preparation and presentation of environment impact assessment report and environmental management plan. Through this amendment, it was made mandatory that the environmental consultant organizations which are accredited for particular sector and the category of the project for that sector with the Quality Council of India or National Accreditation Board for Education and Training or any other agency as may be notified by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change from time to time shall be allowed to prepare environmental impact assessment report and environment management plan of a project in that sector and category and to appear before the concerned expert appraisal committee or the state level expert appraisal committee. The ministry, as per notification amendment, the ministry will also prepare a panel of national level reputed educational and research institutions to work as environment consultant organizations. As already told, the details in this regard are given in module 34 of this paper. Then another amendment came in the product mix pet coke. As per amendment, product mix pet coke in existing project wide amendment SO 3 SFV E dated 23/11/2016 was issued regarding prior environmental clearance process for expansion or modernization or change of product mix in existing projects. One of the important points of the amendment was exemption from the requirement of prior environmental clearance in case of any change in product mix, change in quantities within products or number of products in the same category for which environmental clearance has been granted, provided that there is no change in the total capacity sanctioned in prior environmental clearance and there is no increase in pollution load. The amendment further provides that the project proponent shall follow the procedure for obtaining no increase in pollution load certificate from the concerned State Pollution Control Board as described in Appendix 13 of the amended notification. Integration of environmental conditions with building permissions was the another amendment issued. The government wide notification number SO number 3999E dated 9 December 2016 put in place a new framework and an institutional framework for streaming the environmental clearance for building and construction sector. This was a step towards decentralization, delegation of powers and enhancing the ease of doing responsible business. The amendment mainly focused on integrating standard and objectively monitorable environmental conditions with building permissions for buildings of different sizes. These are category 1, which included 5,000 square meter to 20,000 square meter, category 2 20,000 square meters to 50,000 square meter and category 3 50,000 square meter to 1,50,000 square meter. The important features of the amendment are: number 1, all building and construction projects covering 20,000 square meter and above are subject to environment clearance given by the state level environmental impact assessment authority. Under the revised norms, the environment clearance will now be issued in an integrated manner along with the building permission under building bylaws for all building constructions covering 20,000 to 150, covering 20,000 to 1,50,000 square meter of built up area. Number 2, environmental clearance for built up areas for 1,50,000 to 3 lakh square meter will be given by the state level authorities subject to EIA, while the areas above 3 lakh square meter will be approved and cleared by the union government. In other words, the townships and area development projects of size 3 lakh square meter of built up area or covering an area 150 hectare are being included in category A of schedule and appraised at center level. Number 3, area less than 20,000 square meter will be subject to a self declaration. However, the buildings of size 5,000 square meter to 20,000 square meter will also follow environmental norms for construction and maintenance phase. Number 4, for the first time it has been envisaged that the qualified building environment auditors as empaneled by the MOEFCC would assess and certify the building projects. For the first time, the provisions of self-declaration for compliance and also certification by qualified building environment auditors have been introduced for building and environmental clearance. Number 6, It is mandatory to constitute an environmental cell in the local authorities to support appraisal, compliance and monitoring of building projects and to provide environmental planning in this area. Number 7. The environmental cell will also have independent sectoral experts. Number 8. The environment cell in the local authority will process the application and present it in the meeting of the committee headed by the authority competent to give building permission in that local authority. The committee will appraise the project and stipulate the environment conditions to be integrated in the building permission. After recommendations of the committee, the building permission and the environmental clearance will be issued in an integrated format by the local authority. Number 9. The project proponent shall submit performance data and certificate of the continued compliance of the project for the environmental conditions parameters applicable after completion of construction from qualified building environmental auditors every 5 years to the environment cell, with special focus on the parameters like energy use, which includes all energy resources, energy generated on site from on-site renewable energy sources, water use and waste water generated, treated and reused on site, wastes segregated and treated on site, tree plantation and maintenance. 10. After completion of project, the cell shall randomly check the project compliance status including the 5-year audit report. The state governments will enact the suitable law for imposing penalties for non-compliance of environmental conditions and parameters. 11. The cases of false declaration or certification shall be reported to the accreditation body and to the local body for blacklisting of qualified building environment auditors and financial penalty on the owner and qualified building environment auditors. Number 12. No consent to establish and operate under the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 and the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981 will be required from the state pollution control boards for residential buildings of built up area up to 1,50,000 square meters. Apart from these, many major amendments have been made in the schedule since EIA notification 2006. Instead of discussing each amendment, the amendments have been compiled in a single table and are attached in the next module of this paper. These may not be discussed in the PowerPoint presentation, but are part of the static module. Further, it is to note that the current module is written only for educational purpose and not for any other legal purpose. The contents of the module have been taken from the Government of India websites, mainly Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and only those contents have been taken which author feel are important for the educational or teaching to the students purpose. Hence, concluding that EIA notification 2006 has come a long way after its implementation in 2006 to end of 2017. Many changes have been made for the benefit of the environment impact assessment process. The process has been made easy and streamlined. With this note, thank you.